Hi guys, it's Shishkabubber1 coming right back at you with an all-new Boom Beach video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here on my new 70R with building health and a sky shield. That's right, we had just enough keys. Thank you, Nunu. Yeah, as you can see right here in the graphic, we were supposed to have received 14 keys today, but no. We only got 12. So, that's not cool. Please stop making mistakes, because people actually plan for this stuff, Supercell. It's pretty simple. Type in 1-4 next time instead of 1-2. Or type in 1-2 when you're making the list instead of 1-4. But either way, that's a mistake, guys, and that ain't cool. But, moving on. Point is, we had enough. We had enough keys to get our lovely sky shield. See, we have 0. We would have had 2 remaining, but 0. It was okay for us, but that doesn't mean it's okay. Just because it doesn't affect the unlock of my next node or whatever, like, it doesn't mean that it doesn't affect people's planning. When they're looking ahead, when they're trying to figure out, okay, if I go this way and I unlock this chest at this time, but I also have these keys, like, all that's factored in there. So when that information comes out, it really needs to be accurate. I can't stress it enough because, you know, we don't want bad things happening to the game, and this is a bad thing. All right? So please try to be better about that going forward, Supercell. Also, I think, real quick note, the 4-week season pace is very slow, and I believe it needs adjustment. I do, in fact, like that they're, I guess, trying to do some tech injections with these free tokens and keys, but I feel like we need to refine this a little bit more. I wish I was there to, like, actually discuss with these people what my feedback is, because I know they don't watch these videos, but I like what they're doing, but we need a little bit more, and it needs to be a bit more focused. We need more tech. We need more tech coming in these 4-week seasons. They just drag on. The tech injection especially needs to come in heavy at the end, when these nodes cost a lot more, you know? But if you are watching, keep that in mind, Supercell. That's my 2 cents on how to kind of, well, I have more to it, but that's the beginning of how to, like, improve your 4-week seasons, okay? We need more tech injections, and it needs to be heavier later. And when you do give us tech injections, you know, at least do what you're going to say you're going to do. Yeah, anyway, so here's the deal. The log, it's getting better now. Building health was not as good as I was hoping it would be. I'm not, like, how can I say, ashamed of this path? Or not ashamed, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the choice. Building health didn't really give us the surge we needed. I've discovered that there were just a whole lot of Seeker players out there now, and it's hard to stop them. So I've messed around with the designs a bit. This is a meta base configuration. You've probably seen this from a few different people. I think I took it from Global 2 yesterday. I had to do some modifications, of course, because we have different defenses and whatnot. But this is what I've wound up with through my iterative process. I like the base. I like it a lot, actually. It's just really weak against Seekers, especially when we don't have shock launchers. Let's just jump into some hits, though. Like, I think we should easily, well, not easily, but I think we should hopefully be able to get back into 24, but we've already got that 24 chest. Really, our eye is on 25, and, I don't know, I don't feel like Sky Shield's enough to help me get there, because there's still a lot of Seekers between me and 25, and I don't think the Sky Shield's gonna stop them. Shock launchers might help, but anyway, let's focus on this hit. And my hits have to be on point, too, right? Like, I'm not base riding at this point. Saving 165 keys, that took a while to get the 70R, so there's a lot of extra tech out there on these 6CR decks that we don't have. So we gotta go fast. I think we can just do our standard hit. Now, we're gonna have to take the Sky Shield out. By standard hit, I mean, it's kind of the standard everyone's been running now. It's the low GBE hit, where we send 6 heavy choppers up, then we delay 1 heavy chopper, 1 bombardier down low. Let's go. Okay. We got the dropout on the dead flare. I'll get Kavan out once there's some more damage down low and we have a few more troops he can sit around and heal. I just don't want him wandering off too soon yet. I think we can get him out now, though. Take the Sky Shield. 2 barrage, 2 artillery. Keep an eye on Kevster. Go ahead and do a second wind, get some more heavies over here on this side. I would also like to take a shock launcher. One barrage. 1, 2 artillery. Let's make sure it goes down. Yeah, it's down. Okay, now we just need to rush junk. It's naturally going to take the Doom. Let's take the shock. Let's move in. Second wind. It's because Kavan was down low with the Bombardiers. It'll help. Flaring. Uh-oh, a little too soon. Damn, we need another artillery, huh? Okay. Oh, getting a little fidgety on the old fingers. We'll be alright. I feel solid. I feel good about 220. 220 is nice. We'll take it. And that's kind of where I'm hitting, like, or what I'm aiming for. Like 220s, 230s. Like, that's a good time. Now, I think we don't have to hit quite that high now that we've got the Sky Shield. Yeah. It's definitely slowed my opponents down. I did 2 hits before I started shooting this once I put the Sky Shield out, and I did a little bit of rearrangement to make things nice and neat under the Sky Shield. Oh, so the idea of this base, by the way, like the philosophy, especially when I didn't have the Sky Shield, was I wanted to put a lot of nastiness up front because I wanted to force a lot of early GBE from my opponents, such that they didn't have enough GBE to then subsequently BART the top ER, because that was a very, like, big weakness of this base when my opponents could exploit it. So the design philosophy and the iterations of my base were iterating around that concept, and mine placement. Mine placement on this is also really nice. We got it pretty dialed in. It was already kind of dialed in to start with, but we dialed it in even better. So we like our mines. And overall, pretty happy with this base as it's performing in the early 70R meta. Again, we have a hard time with Seekers. We haven't seen them yet, but I'm sure we will on this video. You can see he's just having to clear everything, pound through it, and it takes some time. Clearing it all with the building health. And that's kind of the idea of the Sky Shield. I want them to clear everything. Please, take your time. Okay, jumping right in. But, yeah, this is going to be... Oh, we need to talk about top 500. We'll get to that later in the video. In fact, I should have done a little bit of an update before shooting this. Well, you know what? I'll come back and shoot that section and include it. I want to do another calculation before I report on it. But, long story short, I think we're hitting in the 25-50 mark in that range, but there's still a lot of variability. I've seen star rates as low as 0.66 at the end of last week. Then for a 24-hour period this weekend, we had star rates of 1.9. That means the top 500 line was moving at a rate of 1.9 stars per hour, kind of between Saturday and Sunday. That was nuts. So it's really variable. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of potential. It's also really hard to kind of linearize when there's that much variability in the data. So let's focus on this hit. If we play our cards right, we'll BART the top ER. We'll go 4-4. I'm sure 5-3 is faster, but I'm still kind of playing conservatively as I, you know, just get used to the 7ER meta, and there's a whole lot of different base layouts running around, so we're still figuring things out. So anytime you drop on a ramp that's heavily defended with a lot of single point, it's really a good idea to shock that, because you don't have heavies out taking those hits, and you don't want to lose a heavy chopper early. So we're going to plan to do that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, shock. 1, 2, 3. Shock was a little late, but it's okay. Better late than never. Uh-oh. It's really on the left side that I think we might want to worry about, but it'll be okay. Let's get Kavan out. I want to shock the boom cannon and grappler just to save some heavies. Get a second wind, get some of those heavies back. How's that heavy chopper? That heavy chopper is not looking too great. It'll be okay. As long as they live the first minute, then they've pooped all their heavies, or the first minute and 6 seconds. So we like to make sure we get that much value out of them. Now, I haven't really done the numbers yet on the best barrage artillery combination at 100% building health. I've been running 4 barrage, but then it's also taken a lot of artillery after that. I don't know. We'll just do the same thing, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do tend to think this is the most efficient way. Whatever the numbers come out to be for barrage and whatever amount of artillery we're about to throw here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it takes like 2 more. 6, 7, flare, shock, shock. Uh-oh, mine's hurt. It's okay, we'll get some of them there. As long as some of them get there. Oh, you want to retreat? I can retreat too, buddy. Hey, you're not the only one that can false retreat. Look at that. What you got? What you got, Mr. False Retreater? By the way, I false retreat all the time. I don't care. Suck it. But that's the whole point of a false retreat. It should literally be a reflex like that. I mean, I don't care. You see, I saw him do it. Oh, you want to play games? I can play games too. You see, it's fine, guys. It's fine. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Honestly, it makes you a better player, in my opinion, because it helps you, like, ward off the psychological attacks of your opponent. And in many ways, you can just use it against them too, like I did right there. Like, in your face, sucker. So, you know, that's where I'm at on the whole false retreat thing. It is bad form. Don't get me wrong. Like, I understand how it plays with people's emotions, and, you know, that's not cool. It's the concept of griefing in games, right? And it's not cool when you grief in games, but that's always a fine line, because griefing is still, like, as long as it's not harassing the player constantly kind of thing, it's still generally within terms of service, because you're just using abilities that are in the game. It's just, you know, not cool, because you know what the intention is, to cause some emotional turmoil. But then again, it's all a matter of how you react to it, right? So yeah, it's also risky. I mean, I could have messed up that hit, right? I mean, if we didn't have enough bombardier shells in the air, we would have left that 1 ER standing and I would have lost. So there is that. Anyway, focusing on this hit. Tempted just to go HC bomb, but man, I don't know. Let's do the standard hit. It's just that low grappler is... Well, it's tempting because we can get some good value early by getting rid of the protos early. Split flare, Bart the ER. Yeah, you know what? Let's go like this. Now, we have to be careful with the bombardiers because there won't be any heavies out right away, so we need to wait just a moment for heavies. Otherwise, the grappler's going to take the bombardiers. Okay, now we can drop. Get Kavan out, too. Well, no, let's wait on Kavan. Don't trust him. We'll go ahead and take the grappler. He's about to take a bombardier, I think, maybe? I don't know. Either way, it was worth a shot. I don't want him taking my bombardiers. Might even do one little shotgun Doom Cannon just to kind of, you know, maintain some value. Let's do a second wind. Maybe we can clip a mine. Alright. So the idea is we're just going to try to bark this back ER and make our way through everything else. Should result in a pretty good time, if we don't die. 'Tis the plan, ladies and gentlemen. 'Tis the plan. 1, 2. Coming in for 3. 3 barrage. I'm going to keep a little GBE in the reserve here, because in case I need to shock this boom cannon. Or shock anything, for that matter. Second would be good. Maybe we can get some going to the right. Uh-oh. Late shock. Would have been good value had we done it earlier. Drop the 4th. 1, 2. What's going on over here? Uh-oh. Medkit! Dead yet? Kill it! Kill it with fire! We could have been a little faster. I'm okay with the 2-8. I struggle on these bases. I still don't have them figured out. Oh, yeah, we never had a chance. Hello, Seeker player. Good hit on you, sir. Let's see what Mr. Sebastian did. So this is what I mean. This is what I've been running into as I was pushing earlier. It's just Seeker guys, and, you know, they're tough to stop, those that know how to play them. Now, don't worry, though. It just, like, how can I say this? It was a slight miscalculation in terms of how strong the current Seeker meta has become. But that being said, I still don't see, like, a lot of players, let's say the top 500 players, I don't see the top 500 bracket being full of Seeker players by the end of the season. I think as we get more defenses and get these 70-yard decks becoming nastier, it's going to shut down a lot of these players. I mean, for instance, I don't even have shock launchers. Now, could Seabass have got me with shock launchers? Oh, possibly. In fact, there's a lot of players that still can. But there's also a lot of players that can't. So, we're not too worried. We're going to keep going forward, but we realize that this does mean our push point could be a bit delayed. But that's okay. We still got basically a whole week. I mean, today's Monday, season ends Sunday, right? There's still a lot of time between now and then. I'm also thinking, well, we'll talk about this more when I look at the tech tree, but I'm still sticking on the path, right? Like, to troop damage. I really want shock launchers. Like, I would kill for shock launchers, don't get me wrong. But I want to just maintain my path going forward. I think there's going to be a lot of virtue there, especially when I hit troop damage. It even opens up the door for more heavy chopper rushing. I know, woohoo, right? But I don't care. I'm not going to judge the style of hit. I'm just going to use whatever I believe is effective. And I think heavy chopper rush is going to be here for a bit. Plus, there's more troop health, too, that I haven't picked up. Yeah, let's focus on this one. Okay, we should get a good time on this. Assuming the guy's not a Seeker player, it should be a win. Standard, clear junk, use a Bombardier, and call it a day. Okay. A little worried because of the single point, but que sera, sera. We might even shock the grappler and junk once. Just to kind of slow down some of the hurt. Uh-oh, forgot to drop, drop. I'm not sure if that was a dead drop on the Bombardiers or not. No, it wasn't. It's okay. It just means they're a little bit longer to get their first shot out. Go ahead and drop Kavan. Keep an eye on him, though. We don't want him running away. Maybe a second wind, clear a few of these mines. Well, it's okay if you run away now, but we at least wanted to get one drop a second wind out, and we did. He's about to get grappled. Nope, he ran into the safe zone. So basically, we're going to be Barding an ER, right? And we're going to Bart this one over here. 1, 2, 3. This time we'll go 3 barrage, and we get some artillery value. 1, 2, 3. We'll just finish it with barrage. Okay. Just clearing a little bit more junk. Now we can start hailing. Second wind, send some more over with some artillery. Yeah, I mean, as long as this guy's not a Seeker player, it's a win. It's gotta be, right? Is that a false retreat or a real one? Thinking that's a real one by a Seeker fizzle. His only chance was to Seeker, quite frankly. Let's take a quick look. And it's encouraging that we are seeing fizzles. Taking out shock mines. He's really focusing a lot on shock mines. He's probably a little gassed on GBE. Then again, I don't know how much he's got. There's a nice one behind the sniper tower. Did you get that one? Or are you even going to make it there? Doesn't look very likely. Okay, not going to waste your time. Oh, we're back into 24. That's good. Let's jump into one more. I don't want to make this too long. And then I still got to do a follow-up on the, what do you call it? Top 500 projections. I'll throw out some nice data and junk, too. All right, another 6ER player. This is also another very good 6ER design. I haven't quite like figured out my best approach to these yet either. It's a good design by and large. I think what we'll do is just play it up the left side, then we'll do a split flare and just kind of Hail Mary our way over. Maybe we'll BART the CR, maybe we won't. Kind of depends on how our GBE usage goes throughout this hit. Let's just stick with 4-4, although I really think 3-5 is a better call here. Then again, it's a nasty base. Let's stick with 4-4 till I get more comfortable on these bases, yeah. Okay. Is that, oh, that Doom Cannon. Is he hitting? Oh, he's hitting. Shock him. Get Kavan out. Heal up my Bombardiers, please. I'm going to shock this single point one more time. There's just good value on it. I want to keep that heavy chopper alive as long as possible, but it's down. It's okay. It's okay. Gonna split the rocket and the cannon. And right now we're splitting 2 cannons, but once that cannon goes down, it'll be a rocket cannon split. There we go, you see? Here come the Bombardiers. They're gonna split. Oh, Kavan. Second win, buddy! Just get something out. I know you're dead. I know you're dead. I didn't want to waste a shock. Oh my god, you lived. Another second win. But we do want to save GB for that BART, but it is kind of nice throwing some heavies out where we just did. Oh, that shock mine. Whatever. That does suck. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 2 and 3 should be down. Hailing. Second winding. Uh-oh, I don't have a flare. Oh, now we do, thank goodness. Flaring, it's a little late. Shock. Artillery. I mean, okay-ish. You see, I get like low 2-minute times on these really tricky ones. I'll be lucky to get 2. Oh, 159. I'm still working on it, guys. Maybe let me know in the comments how you like to hit these. Or, of course, you know, you gotta have the same tech I have. Only got 1 GBE node, whatever. I don't have rocket choppers, all that good stuff. Hey, we tied. You know what? I'll take it. That's cool. That's cool. Take a quick look at this opponent's hit on the base. I'd like to see an actual HC Bombardier hit. And I think we're going to. Yeah. So he's running 4-4. So you can just kind of see how this base operates. We've got 2 pairs of rockets that are both set to be potential flankers. Ooh, say hello to those mines, sir. Say hello to that mine, sir. Working on the Sky Shield. Looks like he took care of these mines up here. That was smart, because otherwise the Bombardiers would have cleared them. And there's still a little bit of fun when you do your final Hail Mary. Okay, he saw those. That was good, because those mines have a propensity to kill Bombardiers when there's no heavies left at this point. And the base design is made in such a way that I expect you to not have heavies at this point. So that was a very good call, because those would have been dead Bombardiers. Had you not done that, we wouldn't have tied. GG, sir. Okay, jumping into the tech tree. So, real quick, like I said, looking forward, we're definitely going to building health. That's 36 keys. That is... Now, here's where the 2 new keys screw me, ladies and gentlemen, because, see, I've got 0 keys, and I'm supposed to have 2 right now. 17 plus 17, that's how much you get in a diamond chest. That's 17 times 2 is 34. But I need 36. Thank you, New. So, now, it's going to be 3 chests, not 2. So, I mean, I realize it affects everybody this way, but again, this was all in the planning and when I was looking at things, and now it's all changed. So, whatever. Yeah, so we'll talk about the top 500 now. Alright, so looking at the leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a crazy season. So let's jump into some of the data I've also got for you. So I've been keeping track of this stuff since Thursday of last week, more or less, and I've boiled it all down in this little Excel chart. Sorry, the formatting's not the greatest, but, you know, it's a free version of Excel on a cell phone. What do you expect? Here's the point, guys. This is the hourly star rate, or the star growth of the top 500 line, measured in hours over a daily period. Now, my sampling was not regular. In other words, I wasn't sampling at the same time every day, but these are averages over the periods of those times in which I was sampling. Just understand that there's a little bit of fuzz in there, but it's all the same data in the end. Like if you add it all up and divide it all up by the total time, we get the same numbers, but the way I express the discrete intervals is a little bit different, but I did it in such a way to make it more digestible for you, if that makes any sense. So anyway, don't take these numbers as set in stone, but they are good relative figures for the star growth rate of the particular day that's transpired. Now, these days, of course, are my days in the Western Hemisphere Central Time Zone. A little bit of variance there too, right? But anyway, the point is, we saw last week, the Thursday data points, the first one, there's always some variableness in there, but they were low. Thursday was low at 0.78 stars per hour. Friday, which takes in the period between Thursday and Friday, really, is 0.6. And then we see Saturday is 1 star per hour. 1 is our general baseline. We always assume this. It's kind of a very good baseline that we've seen over countless seasons, that you can just assume a growth rate of 1 star per hour. And we had that over the period between Friday and Saturday. Then we see it increases even more over the weekend. We see a 1.2 between Saturday and Sunday, and now even the Monday data point, which is between Sunday and now, more or less, is 1.25. Now it's gonna ramp down a bit. There's always more activity over the weekends, but then I expect it to also ramp up going into the final weekend. And there's a couple reasons for that. One, people have more time, it's the weekend. Two, people aren't parking as much or as soon this season. I'm speaking about the top 500 crew. People that are way up high, you guys still have early parking spots. But by and large, effective tech is something that's going to be very hard for everyone to reach. Depends how you define that. And as a result, there's going to be a lot less parking in general and a lot more activity coming into the end of it. So, if we were to just project on the current data right now, you see the current baseline is at 23 stars, sorry, ranked 23 and 93 stars with 6 days and 13 hours remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, if we just assume, again, a 1.0 star rate per day, that puts us exactly at 2550, okay? But here's the thing, like it's very hard for me to just tell you, okay, 2550 is the line, go ahead and aim for that and you'll be good. Because we can see these rates really jump up. We can see rates on the weekend go as high as 1.7. I've seen this in previous closing weekends before. Then we also run into a feedback problem. Like, as this top 500 line approaches the legendary line, people are just going to be compelled to keep pushing for legendary. I mean, why stop at 2550 when legendary is just 50 stars away? Or, you know, maybe the line gets pushed even further. Maybe the line gets pushed up to 2560. Why would you stop there when legendary is further away? So I can really see this top 500 line being pushed up to legendary, but not there. There's just not enough stars in the pool for it to reach legendary. But basically what I'm going to tell you all, if you want a safe place to park this season and a good place to park in legendary. That's basically what I'm trying to say here, okay? Just park in legendary this season. It's a great season to do it. There's a lot of opportunity, and just, you know, plan your tech accordingly and be prepared to probably play in the final weekend. But as soon as you hit legendary, park, okay? And with that, we're going to wrap it up. So I hope you guys have a super fantastic, awesome rest of your day. And remember, like always, be kind to others. Because if you're not, you're just being mean, and mean people suck. Take care.